This story happened in northern Colorado in 2019. And to this day, nobody, not even the rescue team, can explain what they saw. It's about a guy named Evan Marshall, a 29-year-old experienced hiker who vanished on a simple afternoon trail and came back 3 days later. Except everyone who knew him swears it wasn't Evan who returned. Evan left his cabin at 2 p.m. for a short hike. Weather was clear. No threats, no dangerous terrain. But at sunset, he still wasn't back. By 11 p.m., the park rangers launched a search. Dogs couldn't pick up a direction. It was like he'd walked into the trees and evaporated. On the second night, one of the rescue workers reported hearing something, a voice calling from deep inside the woods, repeating, "I'm here, I'm here, I'm here." But every time they moved toward the sound, it moved too, almost like it was following them instead of leading them. On the morning of day 3, Evans suddenly walked out of the tree line. Calm, clean, not injured. Even worse, he was wearing the same clothes, but the tags inside were gone. Cut out, cleanly, perfectly. When they asked where he'd been, he stared for a moment and said, "I never left the trail." But here's the thing. He said it with completely flat emotion. No panic, no confusion, no relief, just emptiness. His girlfriend swore his voice was slightly deeper. His mother said he didn't blink correctly, too slow and too long. And Evan refused to sleep the first night back. He just sat awake in the living room, staring toward the woods. Within 48 hours, strange things started happening. Evan's reflection lagged. Not all the time, just when the lights were dim or his reflection was far away, like in the microwave door or in a window at night. His GPS watch, tracking his heart rate, showed something impossible. His pulse was 27 beats per minute. Not early morning calm, not athlete calm, near clinical death calm. And when he showered, there were fingerprints on his shoulders. Not bruises, just impressions, as if someone had held him there so tightly the skin hadn't recovered yet. Except the prints weren't human. Too long, too thin, too many joints. 2 days after he returned, Evan finally slept. His girlfriend hid a camera pointing at the bed. She said she'd do anything to understand what was happening to him. At exactly 3:17 a.m., Evan sat straight up, eyes open, not blinking. Then he turned toward the camera, very slowly, like he already knew it was there. And then, this is the part investigators still argue about, his face stretched. Not like a glitch, not CGI, but like a person pulling skin downward while the bones stayed still. He whispered something. "It saw me." Then he got out of bed and walked straight to the back door. Didn't open it, didn't unlock it, just pressed his ear against it, smiling. Outside, the camera's audio picked up a faint answer. The exact same voice Evan used during the search. "I'm here, I'm here, I'm here." But this time, the voice was outside the house, calling to him. Before sunrise, Evan was gone. Door still locked, windows still closed. No footprints, no signs of escape. Just a trail cam photo from the woods behind the cabin. A blurry figure walking between the trees. Tall, thin, wearing Evan's clothes. But the head was turned completely backward, facing the camera. Search teams never found him. Not a bone, not a shoe, Nothing. But every year, on the same date he disappeared, hikers report hearing a voice in that forest. A man calling softly from deep between the trees. I never left the trail.